organizer of the Kids to Kids project. And what we're doing today here at Squires is getting books ready that will go for the distributions at all of our schools. What we found is that the response has been so good for the Kids to Kids project. It's been really hard to keep up with getting all of the books sorted and cleaned and organized for the students. So the schools have volunteered to take an hour after school to just do a mass cleaning party. So that's what you witnessed here. And we had about 25 teachers that volunteered today, and they cleaned probably about 900 books in less than an hour. So these books, some will remain here at CP Squires, and some will go back to our warehouse. Then we'll be distributing them to another school. Found a program out of Massachusetts that was called Spread the Word, and so that became the model for our program. So we took that program and we modified it to fit the needs of Nevada and especially Clark County.
Show you that it takes everybody to make something work. Something as wonderful as the Kids to Kids program takes everybody. So listen to this story and see if you can see how it takes a whole effort from everybody.
This is a story called The Big Carrot. Preparations were being made for the annual spring jamboree. Hare volunteered to grow the carrots for the big carrot cook-off. He planted his carrot seeds, and although he weeded them and watered them every day, only one sprout poked through the ground. Then that one sprout grew into a beautiful orange carrot. It grew. Well, we may not be big, but we are strong for our size, boasted Mother Duck. Let us try. Said Hare. Said the squirrels. But then they thought about carrot cake, so they stepped aside. Mother Duck and her ducklings bent down to pull the carrot from the ground. They pulled, and they tugged, and they pulled. First they pulled hard, but then they pulled harder. But that carrot just sat. Just then, along came the tiniest child. I may not be big, and I may not be strong, said the girl, but I have an idea. And she then told them all what to do. They thought about those cakes, so they put their heads together, they nodded in agreement, and they all bent down to pull the carrot from the ground. Ready, set, pull, called the girl. Well, the girl pulled the ducks, and the ducks pulled the squirrels, and the squirrels pulled Hare, and Hare pulled the carrot. First they pulled, and they tugged, and they pulled. First they pulled hard, then they pulled harder, and boing, out of the ground.
So did you see how it took all of those people, all the rabbits, all the ducks, all the squirrels, the hare, and the little girl to pull that carrot out of the ground? Just like what it takes for Kids to Kids to come to your school. It takes not just Miss Lisa and Miss Lori, but the whole community, because we all care about your learning.
The children will be able to trade their books back in through the Kids to Kids program. Once a week, They get to come, and if they're finished with a book, it wasn't the one that they want to keep forever and always, they have the opportunity to make a trade. And once it gets worn out, they're able to trade it in for a brand new book also. What we found is for the younger children, they don't want to part with their books. They want to keep them forever and always. And we found that when we give a distribution to the older children, they're the ones who read them and then want to make the trade. The little ones like to hang on to them longer. We think eventually we'll be flooded with the younger students' books, but they're precious to them. And I believe that there's the just desire to keep them for fear that if they give them up, they won't have them any longer because the books, the ownership is so precious. But we have had a phenomenal success when a school volunteers to hold a book drive for us. The kids really like to know that their books are going to other children. And that's what makes the kids to kids aspect of the project so great, because books are so special to these little ones and they're hard to part with, but the children find that if they know it's going to go to another child, they're that much more eager to give it up.
Well, I'm Wendy Sowden. I'm the librarian here at CP Squires. I've been here since August, and the kids love the program. We started it with first, second, and third, and they just absolutely love the program. Every week they come in. Do I get my free books today? When do we get our free books? I've seen them especially grow, like with the nonfiction books. The kids not only do not just look at the pictures, but they read the words that go with it. Oh, this is like the book I have at home, or I have this book at home, and then they pull it out. Say, look, I have this book. This is my book I got free, and the reading level's gone up, the retention level's gone up, the understanding is great.
Again, people in the community are just making this program work. We're just the ones who facilitate it. When we receive a letter that explains their love of the books and that it's changed their lives, it just sets me off to pick up and clean and sort and swipe that many more books. It just brings the joy of reading to these little guys, and it just warms my heart. But I just think that it's an overall winner in learning the reading process and the pride of ownership also.
Thank you!